Start the song from the beginning.
Let us all unite and celebrate together the victories won for our liberation. Let us dedicate ourselves to rise together to defend our liberty and unity. All sons and daughters of Africa, flesh of the sun and flesh of the sky, let us make Africa the tree of life. Let us all unite and sing together to uphold the bonds that frame our destiny. Let us dedicate ourselves to fight together for lasting peace and justice on earth. All sons and daughters of Africa, flesh of the sun and flesh of the sky, let us make Africa the tree of life.
Saubona Africa, bonsoir Africa, Dumerani Africa, Kunjani Africa, Salamu Africa, Masikati Africa, Monire Africa, Moni Africa. Today is a public lecture day for the Utopian philosophy, where Africans meet, discuss, share, and envision the continent after this generation. Today, the 19th of June, Africa has been caught or met or found in a very dark hour because Africa has lost the liberation struggle, the African son, former president of Zambia, Kenneth KAUNDA. This is a good day for Africa because we are able to discuss a history of 97 years of life that changed this continent. It's a celebration because for 97 years Africa has benefited. Africa has a story to talk about. Africa has a book to write. Kenneth KAUNDA is one of the liberation founding fathers of Africa that helped this continent to be free today. Even though one country, Saharawi, is still in the arms of fellow Africans, but the founding fathers of our time had fought a better and a good war. Because today, Southern African region, Western African region, Eastern African region, Northern African region, including the diaspora region, is free because of the spirit of the legendary people like Kenneth KAUNDA. Fellow Africans, it is bad or it's not Africanism when this day comes we don't remember, we don't sit back what this great African has done for this continent. The Utopian philosophy, we just want to remind you or give you a memory of Kenneth KAUNDA. This is a man or a son of an immigrant missionary servant from Malawi into Zambia. Kenneth KAUNDA is truly a Malawian because all the parents left with him to Zambia and became Zambians. By then, we were one because we were colonized by one nation, the British. And then the British came back and created their own federation of Rhodesia and Nyasaland. So all of us from these three countries, Nyasaland, which is Malawi today, Northern Rhodesia, which is Zambia today, Southern Rhodesia, which is Zimbabwe today. We are one people. We had one identity then. Then a great son was born there in Zambia, who fought a Pan-African liberation war. It was Kenneth Kaunda that fought against Cecil Rhodes. It was Kenneth Kaunda that fought against the apartheid South Africa. It was Kenneth Kaunda that fought against the British domination, occupation, colonization, federalism. Africa today must emulate and try to see that in the past leadership, there is something to learn from. In the past leadership of our founding fathers, there is something that the generation of today must learn. Kenneth Kaunda, Hastings Kamzubanda, Joshua Nkomo, Nelson Mandela, Samola Machel, Sam Nujoma, Modibo Keita, Sekou Toure, Kwame Nkrumah, Julius Nyerere. Once you mention one of these people, you see the image of Kenneth Kaunda among them. Once you talk the history of these people that I've mentioned, you will see Kenneth Kaunda in it. We want to applaud the Republic of Botswana for instituting a 1 week, 7-day period of mourning. Many people ask, the generation of today will ask why. Kenneth Kaunda was a Zambian. Why is Botswana having 7 days of mourning? It tells you that this was a great leader of this continent. It tells you that this was a great leader whose spirit of fight touched many nations. There's no country today that will talk about its independence without mentioning Kenneth David Kaunda. No name, no nation. If it's South Africa, then it was Zambia, where ANC and all freedom fighters from Southern Africa or from Azania, let us talk like that for people to understand, they had to get a base in Lusaka, Zambia. If you talk about the independence of Namibia, you will see that Zambia played a great role. Because SWAPO, SWANU, whatever political party that grew up during the liberation struggle of Namibia, they had their home in Zambia. You will talk about Mozambique, you will talk about Zimbabwe. All these countries got their freedom from this help and support of Kenneth Kaunda in Zambia. These leaders, when they pass on today, Africa must have time to celebrate. These leaders, when they pass, when they say bye-bye to the earth today, we have a reason for us as a continent to celebrate that we had an icon, we had a warrior, and we had a courage where all of us should go and learn how to fight for our individual, including continental struggle for freedom. Fellow Africans, Zambians are in mourning for 21 days. And we urge those countries, South Africa, Namibia, those countries, Angola, where the founding president of Zambia touched your souls in your struggle for independence, think what Botswana has done. Lower your flags. Give this icon 7 days of mourning. That's a befitting for a continental leader like Kenneth Kaunda. Fellow Africans, Kenneth Kaunda is a warrior, is an icon, is a founding father of Africa. Because these are the people that build or founded Organization of Africa Unit, which you and me today call African Union. By that time, these people told each other that as long as we are black Africans fighting for the freedom of Africa, we don't recognize borders. That word, I want us Africans to remember it. They said we will not recognize the borders of the colonial powers because it's exotic. But as long as I am Kenneth Kaunda, as long as you are Julius Nyerere, as long as you are Kwame Nkrumah, as long as you are Kamsubanda, as long as you are Joshua Nkomo, as long as you are Eduardo Mundran, as long as you are Augustine Neto, among us and our people coming after us, they will not see these borders. How do we start? We should create that structure whereby Sam Nujoma will pass all the borders without anyone identifying him as Southwest African. We should create an environment whereby Robert Gabriel Mugabe, Joshua Nkomo will pass the borders without anyone asking him a passport or a pass. It happened. And they gave the word all over Africa that you see a son of Africa who is crossing the border to fight for the liberation of his country. He is a free man. Let him pass. And it happened. The Utopian philosophy today wants to ask the present leaders today, Cyril Ramaphosa, Mohit Masisi, Hage Geingob, Philip Nyusi, Prime Minister of Lesotho, King of Swaziland, Edgar Lungu, Lazarus Chakwera, Salau Msuluhu, and all the leaders up there, Uhuru Kenyatta, all the leaders up there, Muhammad, this one of Nigeria, all of you, we are asking you this question. Your founding fathers, that are ours too, created a way of fighting for freedom for this continent. Why have you closed that door? They were not fighting for independence of sovereign states alone. They fought for the independence of the rights of African people. Why did you close the borders? Because that was the time whereby Sam Nujoma could not be permitted to go because he was labeled as a rebel. He was identified as a rebel. Someone was fighting against the powers that be then. But the KAUNDA said, no. They should have access, freedom. And they shouldn't be given days as long as they are fighting for the freedom of Africa. It doesn't matter which corner of Africa. Today, freedom fighters that are fighting African governments because of their rules, that they even emulate the system of the past, they are not allowed to enter in any other country because they are called dissidents of the governments. But I'll tell you this again. As Kenneth Kaunda lie in state in